Right now, how the energy is on this planet, especially since after 2020, it basically feels like a post-apocalyptic type of energy. Because the world just went through so much since 2020. So all that destruction, all that shit that was going on, all those major events that were occurring, and that took place during that time, it just had a major effect on just humanity as a whole. Like so many people's going through so much things mentally, physically, in every aspect. And it's like now we're living in a modern Great Depression type of era. But it's like everybody's putting on a smoke screen basically. Because it's like the world is just trying to move on as if nothing has changed. And it's like they're still trying to hold people to the old timeline. The old timeline way of life. But the way that it feels now is like a lot of people are evolving past that. So it's just hard to adjust back to what people want you to do. Because there's certain places and people that you just can't go back to. Especially after all the stuff that you've been through. Just awakening to this world and to people. Seeing the truth about everything. It's hard to go through all the shit that we went through as a collective and just turn a blind eye and just go back to how things were. That's just how it feels for me. I just feel like I can't force myself to go back and do certain things or be around certain people. It just feels like I evolved. And I mentioned this before, but it feels like I'm basically a different soul in the same body. Like, yeah, I'm still in the same body, but I just feel like a whole different soul. So the things that I used to do in the past, I can't even do. And it's hard for me to even just fathom the fact that I used to do certain things or that I used to be around certain people. It's hard for me to even fathom that because the person that I am now is just so different. So all the stuff that I used to allow from people, I'm just the opposite of that. All the stuff that I used to force myself to do, I just can't do it no more. And that's just how it is nowadays. Like in this current time, it's just a lot of people are past the old timeline. And it just feels like the world is trying to move on as if nothing shifted, as if nothing happened. But for certain people, you're experiencing all this stuff firsthand, like all of these shifts, all of these awakenings. So it's just hard to just backtrack and go back to things how they used to be. Because you evolve so much and you see this world just totally different. And you're a totally different person. So you can't even force yourself to go back to how things were. And a lot of these things are just draining. You don't even feel like doing it. There's certain people that you just can't be around. It's that draining now. You just can't go back to the old ways. But the way that this world is basically trying to force you to do certain things and to like go back to the old timeline. But the way that I'm living now is it just feels like it's different. Like I'm doing it, like I'm moving in alignment, doing what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm not in the rat race for the moment being, for the time being. So I'm just free, moving in alignment, doing what I want to do. And it's just hard for me to even fathom the fact that I would probably have to go back to how it used to be. Like going back to a 9 to 5, going back to certain people and just dealing with it. Like I'm just past everything. Like, I don't want to deal with it. That's just how the energy is now. Like you just don't want to deal with certain things no more. because you feel like you're just past it. So it's just hard to even go back. Like now I just want to be free from everything. I would feel like I'm doing a disservice to myself by going back, because I've already seen the truth about all of this stuff. I already know how much it takes a toll on me. Like I'm mentally ahead, so it's like I would be going backwards by doing all this stuff that this society wants you to do. Like it feels like you're in a separate timeline or a separate dimension. Like, yeah, you're still in the same world as everybody, but you just feel like you're in your own timeline chamber or something. Because you just feel like you're over everything. Like you're past it. Everything has fallen off. Music has fallen off. Entertainment as a whole has fallen off. So you just feel like this world has, like, it basically just feels like this world is already done. But people are just trying to hold it up. But nothing will ever go back to how it used to be, and nothing will ever feel the same. It's like people are just trying to hang on to it. But deep within, you just feel it. You know that nothing's going to be the same ever again, and nothing feels the same. No matter how much these people try to hide from that fact, they just don't want to evolve. They don't want to transcend. They still want to hang on to this old shit, to the old timeline and ways of doing things. But for certain people, once you evolve so much mentally past all of this, you just feel separate from everything, and you feel separate from everybody. It's like you're moving mentally past everything, but you're just stuck in it. Like you're stuck in this matrix physically, but mentally you surpassed it. So you just feel like anything that's drawing you back to that old timeline is just irrelevant. Because you already mentally just are past it. You're already mentally past everything.